For context for this story, I am a type 1 diabetic. I was diagnosed at the age of 6, and this is my story. So the year is 2020, and I learned the hard way that life is like having a ticket on an express train. You never know when the hell you're going to get kicked off and when you're coming back on. It's the year 2020. It's my senior year in college, and, spring semester, getting through it. And I start to have these little black dots show up in my eyesight. And I'm like, okay, what is this? And the spring semester goes on, and these floaters in my eyes continue to get bigger and continue to come consistently. Now, COVID is in full effect, and it's the summer of 2020. Every time I will tip my head back, blood will start coming in my vision. And now I'm full on panicking. What is happening to me right now? And it is July of 2020, and I go to the eye doctors, I get checked out. I'm sitting in the room alone. He does his exam, he leaves, comes back in, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, what is this? He comes in, he says, I cannot see in your eye, in your left eye, because it is full of blood. And I'm like, okay, what do we do? So he refers me to another doctor. I go to the doctor, and he looks in my eye and he says, you have diabetic retinopathy, so pretty much you're going blind. And I am a 24-year-old college student. What am I gonna do? I have my whole life ahead of me, and I am going blind, not just in one eye, but in both eyes. So that day, I'm crying in the doctor's chair. I text my friends. I'm like, hey, this is what's happening. If you don't hear from me in the next couple hours, I am about to get laser treatment. My mom's in the parking lot. The doctor calls her. We tell her what's going on. She's crying on the phone. I'm calling my job, telling them I'm not coming in for a week because this is what's happening. And it just continues. And so now we're at the fall semester of my college year. I'm still a senior, and I'm like, okay, how am I going to get through this? I'm blind in one eye, can hardly see out the other. How am I going to get through senior year? So luckily, I had the most amazing support system, my family and my friends helping me through it. And as the fall semester continues on, I tell my teachers, like, I'm getting prepared for eye surgery. My first surgery was October 21st or October 1st of 2020. I email my teachers, my professors, and tell them, hey, I'm going out for eye surgery. I need an extension on my due dates and stuff. And I will never forget, and it sticks with me to this day, my one professor, she was a film study professor. She emailed me back, and she said, I don't care when you get your homework in. I want you to be okay. And that stuck with me till this day. So I have my eye surgery, and I remember I had to have homework due. I'm trying to get my work in, and my best friend, one of my best friends, drove 40 minutes from Lancaster, Mount Joy, all the way to come to my house to help me type out my homework. And I said, that was amazing for her to do that. My mom's helping me, my sister, my whole family is helping me, trying to make sure. There was times where we're out at night and they're holding my hand, trying to guide me because I can't see. My dad's going around the house putting lights around at night so I can see to make sure I'm okay. And it was just truly amazing to see that people coming together for you in your time of need. And so amazingly, I get through my senior year. I graduated. Whoop! 2020, COVID graduate. I made it through. And I really couldn't have done it without the support system that I had, but also without God and without having my faith and praying and continuing every day. And I just want to say here to each and every one of you, life is like having a ticket on an express train. You never know when you're going to get on or get off. But no matter what life brings you or no matter what is happening, you get back on that damn train.